There we go. Okay, so I had this box. I gotta put those away first. The Canadian. There. Canadian goes in there. Those are P-Mint mics. That's a 2019. This one, I believe, is a DDR. Okay. So 2009. A bunch of 2009s. 2009. These are all Ds. 2010 Philly goes over there. 2009, 2004. Those are 80s. 80. So this one is a DDR that I need to check. This is a DDR that I need to check. So this one is on the top. So it's on the top of the my reference up here. Hey, Paula. What was he doing? He's doing something that totally just forgot what I was doing. Oh, 2014. 2014. I went through a box of nickels yesterday, and actually, it really wasn't too bad. I got a 1945S out of it, which was really good. I got 4 2009s, which is really good. And then I got another 2014 DDR. Hey, checking for silver. Listings, reverse on the Jeffersons. I think I used Variety Vista last time. Let's see. Jefferson, Westward Journey. This is 2014, right? Yeah, there we go. So in the 2014 Philadelphia seems to be the ones that I catch the most on the DDRs because they have an extra line right above the roof. The problem is like determining which one it is can get sometimes a little bit hard depending on where specifically it's at, because the extra line can just be, just barely be hiding. And this one is just barely underneath the roof. So the problem is that it does not match any of the current listings. Well, actually, I think it might be number 3. Let me see what the die markers are. There's a die gouge underneath R and Pluribus. So, I do not have that die marker. So this is going to be, it's very similar to number 3, only it's closer to the top of the building. So I have yet. What's up, Blues? I have yet another unlisted 2014 P doubled die, which I think I have a couple of these that are unlisted that are just they're similar to other known listings, but they don't carry the same die markers. Denomination DDR blink. So add that one in there. All right, now we get into the box of plenty. So I can move that out of the way. So they hand me this box, and it's like I'm like, did you drop it? He's like, yeah, we dropped it. I'm like, yeah, the nickels they're kind of stout. Like they're more of a solid weight. So I'm sure this box is pretty dead. But we're gonna go through them and just see what we could find off of them. I haven't found any good enders for a while. The silver that I got yesterday was this one, and it's a 1945S, this is actually in pretty good condition compared to some of the other 45s that I have. I mean, like all the date and everything, all the devices are pretty strong. Just the wearing on the building there. So yeah, so that will go in one of my newer albums, I think, because I already have a completed set. All right. If you guys wanna come up, then I have it set up on Google Hangouts in case anybody wants to hang out. Otherwise, you guys get to just hear me ramble for a while. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. What's up, Mike Wolf? Mike Wolf here. Hey, YouTube. Mike Wolf here. So, when I went to Hobby Lobby, they only had the large currency album. So I'm looking to get the smaller one so I can put some of my smaller bills in, because some of those just don't fit very good. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Because I got for those that know, Tim Rathjen has a bunch of I guess different groups on Facebook where he sells different types of coins. And one of the ones that I saw that I wanted to get a hold of was this pack. And what this is that this is an entire pack of all inflationary notes from Germany. So in the 20s and 30s. So I have not opened this up yet. So I don't know what's all in here, but I definitely know that some of these are going to have to go into possibly the currency album, but I might have to get a small binder because this one is like that big. So I wanted to pick these up. I got these for like $10, I think. Just a lot of history on in these notes. So one of my recent pickups. Hey, Peter Bose. So for those that don't do nickels very much, basically what I'm looking for is I've gone through nickels a bunch. What I will be looking for are key dates, anything like basically 58 and older. I'll be setting aside and then looking at to see if it's something that that I can fit in a collection, or that if if it's bad enough um, condition. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for condition. Um, Condition that I will kick it back to circulation. Some of the newer Philadelphia mintage, because I'm on the West Coast. I picked those out. We're looking for stuff like silver. Silver nickels were minted from 1942 to 1945. The way that you can tell that it's silver is that it's got a large mint mark right up here, right above the building. And that signifies that it was struck on a 35% silver planchet. The other thing I'm looking for are low mintage years, specifically 2009. So I tend to keep all these. I have almost, I think, 3 rolls of these already. So these happen to all be Denver minted. But if you're putting together a collection, the 2009 and the 2009 Denver and the 2009 Philadelphia are kind of harder to get a hold of. It kind of just depends on like what area that you're in. So that's generally what I'm looking for. I'm looking for any coins that have particular errors, whether they're struck off center or any kind of weird planchet errors. So that's what I will be looking for today. So Blues or Paula, if you want to come up, I can kick you links if you want. If not, you just hang back. It's all good. I figure, just in case. So I was able to get a shelf and reorganize my desk, so that I have all of my books and stuff organized instead of a giant pile of stuff on the side of my desk. So like I have my shelf up here with my binders. These binders right here are in one of those metal like magazine racks that I have, so that it keeps them all stuck together. And then that gives me all of this. This is a little messy, but it gives me all of this space back here that I didn't have before, because it was literally a giant mound of stuff. So I've been able to go through um, uh, um, been able to go through a lot of my coins and get stuff organized and get stuff in books, and just all of that stuff. So um, just give me 1 second here. Oh, 1 second, guys. That's just in case. So good luck, Trey. Yeah, let us know what you pick up at round what is it, round 3 today? Suppose I need to put a box up here somewhere. Box is gonna make it. Here we go. So it's been a while since I found anything like super, super off the wall. Like it's been a grip since I found any proofs. It's been a while since I found any buffalo nickels. Um, so I've been kind of out of the nickels for about a month or two actually, and so I've been busy with stuff, and I just haven't haven't made it to the bank that much, and so I guess I was gonna try to get back into it and just see what we can find, because most of the time when I'm doing nickels, I'll hit a patch of boxes that are just, there's really not anything in them. They're just your regular circulated coins. So I tend to step out for a few weeks and let the coins kind of get distributed so that I can get fresh coins in. Hey CJ, I need an excuse to not go back out in heat now. You're welcome, Mike Badger. Yeah, it can be unpleasant sometimes. 59. Got me a box of nickels today, and now I have a box of 10,000. The whole.
How are you?
Hey, Blue.
Hey,
Talk to me, dude.
how are you?
What's up?
What's going on, CJ, Paula?
I am doing, man.
Hey, Eric, how are you?
Hot. I'm doing well, but thank you. And yourself?
Good. You don't have air conditioning?
Oh, yeah, I got great air conditioning.
Just not outside where the work is.
Yeah, it's hot outside where the work
Right?
is.
That's called naked.
Nature's air conditioning.
I could actually do
Just
that.
that's right. Just be naked.
Doing
It's
that on my
beautiful
property.
here in Oregon, huh, CJ?
Yeah, it is.
See, it's 94
Beautiful.
out, and it feels like 100.
Oh my gosh.
So
Did you
I'm
get the
done.
thunderstorms? Sorry, Eric, go ahead.
So yeah, I'm done outside for a while.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't
I
do
just
heat.
started. Did you get the thunderstorms the other day, CJ?
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was crazy, right? The rain was.
I had a friend in Portland that her apartment got flooded.
Yeah, it was nuts. I have never seen raindrops that big in my life.
Dude, yeah, because it's just straight opened up. It was crazy.
Yeah, and straight down. I
Yep.
mean, it was incredible. Yeah, that was really something. I lost my power. My power kept going in and out, and yeah, it was crazy. I love thunderstorms though, but that one was.
Yeah, it was kind of cool because like one of my favorite, I guess, like throwbacks to the farm is when you can smell the fresh rain.
Yes.
Like that is just I don't know. Somebody put that in a candle. Just like
Oh my gosh, no kidding, right? Yeah, and all it is like dirty asphalt, but it smells so good.
I know, but still.
It's like, what the heck? Oh my gosh, you guys, I was watching Bill 457 this morning and I did not realize how funny that man is. He burped and he said, "Excuse me, I meant to throw up." I almost fell out of my chair. He was cracking me up this morning. He was really on a roll.
We got Dragon in the house.
Hey, Frank.
What's going on, Dragon? Hey, I got a question for y'all. I haven't seen Beth online lately.
Yeah, she's taken a long break. She did her play and she's trying to get her health she's trying to get healthy.
Right.
Like really healthy. And not just physically but mentally too. And there was so much stuff going on that I think she just decided to just kind of, hang out, and because her husband has health issues too, so she'll be back. She pops in every now and then, but she'll be back.
So she's just taking a sabbatical.
Yeah, she's fine. There's nothing wrong. She's just she's getting healthy, so good on her.
Yeah, that would definitely work.
Yep. Yeah, she had a blast with that play. That was good for her.
Hey, Paula, did you get a new mic?
No, why? Am I loud?
Coin Dragon was asking.
Oh, no.
You sound fine to me.
I'm probably just loud. I'm loud. I say that a lot. Let's see. Well, that doesn't do anything. I don't know if I can adjust my mic, but I'll just try to talk quieter. No, I have a theater voice. Like I have always, since even in like kindergarten, I can remember getting in trouble all the time, being told to be quiet because my voice just carries. Like, yeah.
Your outside voice is your only voice?
It truly. And I am outside right now, so that's like twice as bad.
My son is like that. He could be standing right next to me, and I'm like, dude, like, why are you yelling right now? Because I have really sensitive ears. So like pressure waves and like stuff like that, gets me. And he can be sitting right next to me, and he's like, he's not yelling, but he's talking very loud.
Mm-hmm.
And it kills me because I'm like, dude, like, I know you're excited, like whatever, just drop it down a couple notches.
Yeah, that's your son and I have a lot in common. I think part of it too is that my dad growing up, he was always very loud, and my cat is stuck in the neighbor's yard. Can you hear?
No.
Skeeter. Anyway, he was a very loud person, and I think part of my being loud was that I had to talk over him all the time.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, so.
Oh, so it's kind of like our Q&A shows. We just got to talk over each other.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, this Hangouts kind of invites that anyway, so. Well, hey, what are we going to do when Hangouts is gone?
I'm assuming that they are trying to force people to use the YouTube Live feature.
Yeah, that's what it says. But at first, I thought it was going to be like at the beginning of next year, the end of this year. Now they're saying August 1st. I don't even know what the YouTube Live webcam thing is. Hang on, I
can't even start a stream without going to the old style on YouTube. I got to get out of that beta system and go to the old style to even start a stream. I don't understand it.
I can do it either way, but I mean, it's all the same to me.
Yep, I tried it one time and it would not pick up it would not pick up OBS. It wouldn't pick up my cameras, my mic, nothing.
Well,
I'm just going to have to play with it more.
Yeah, one of the things that I figure is that they're trying to force people to use the in platform technology to really just capitalize on, on their side of stuff. So that's what I figure, that they're pushing everybody to use the YouTube side of it instead of the Google Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm wondering if we shouldn't start trying to figure out how to use that.
We need to get,
because that's going to be.
It's on my list.
Yeah, we need to get a hold of it.
Yeah,
do a video on it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. No, truly, Eric. Because that's going to be a mess for the Q&A.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about it. I had to go rescue my cat. I've been letting her go outside, thinking maybe she'll run away. It doesn't work.
Please.
It didn't work. It didn't work. I thought she was stuck in my neighbor's yard, but she was just hanging out in the corner over there, just meowing at me. So, oh well. It's not working.
Oh my
That's okay.
63.
So what do you got there, CJ? A box of nickels?
I got a Fresho box of nickels.
Nice.
63 is not bad.
Sorry, Frank. Frank gets mad at me when I talk like that. Sorry, Frank. I told you, come and get her.
I stopped by the bank the other day and picked up a box of pennies.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, it was not brand new ones.
Oh, have you been getting new ones?
Yeah, I got like 4 boxes in a row.
I got a box of pennies yesterday, and it was my first box in 3 weeks. Can you believe that?
Yeah, me too. It's been almost a solid month since I've gone through really any coin.
Yeah. I just got frustrated. And actually the box I got yesterday, I'm pretty sure I got some of my coins back that I had put back into circulation. I mean, I know they all start to look alike at one point, but come on now.
I've seen this 1979 before.
I've seen that parking lot coin.
Yeah, I hope that someday I can answer the question at some level that what are the rough geographical areas that are the service areas, so that that if you are in a certain area, that if you want to get fresh coin, that you have to go outside of that area, next county, next city, next whatever, outside of the area, to ensure that you are getting absolute 100% virgin coin that that you hasn't already been circulated around.
Yeah, the only time I've ever been completely positive of that is when Amanda sent me that box for Mother's Day, but they were probably coins that she'd already looked through. So, but that was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah,
but yeah,
here is Loomis.
Well, yeah, that's what we get here too. In fact, I almost asked my girls at my bank today if they ever order $50 or anything from Dunbar, but I don't think they do. I think they're strictly, because it's a small bank.
Yeah, they have contracts with whatever. But and what I figure is that if you were to be able to figure out somehow what the service area is, then you can just go to another one of your banks in a town, like once a week, once every couple of weeks, knowing that you're getting fresh coin,
right,
that has not even been in your circulated area. They may still be circulated coin, obviously, but they're not going to be in your service area circulated.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, there is one branch in Medford, which is about 25, 30 miles south of me. And then there's another branch up by you, but that's it. It's Bank of the Cascade. So I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So and they're very small. Um, I have a Umpqua Bank account, and I've got coins from them before, but I've never ordered like $50 or anything from them, so I don't know who they use.
I'd be interesting to know if, like, I got dump banks that have coin machines in them. So when Loomis comes and picks up them bags and takes
Mhm.
them back to their main office to be dumped and re-rolled,
Mhm.
how long of a time period is that before those particular coins are back into circulation?
Right, right. And see, my bank has the coin machines. So yeah, that would be. I wonder. I know Loomis has numbers you can call. That would be something that, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to call and ask them that question. Um, hey, Blues, do you bank with Chase?
No.
You know they give veterans like free checking and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking about starting an account with them.
Yeah, I got my main branch is MidFirst. It's an Oklahoma thing.
Oh, okay. That's
And
like Bank of the Cascades. It's an Oregon thing.
and then I got Federal Communication Credit Union.
Okay.
So I actually have two banks, and then with MidFirst, I pick up one location, and then I could drive down the street like 4 miles,
Mm-hmm.
and then I could dump at that location.
Gotcha. Hey, CJ, you ought to go up to Portland and check out the Hobby Lobbies up there.
Yeah.
You're only like what, an hour away?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
I
might
mean
have
there's
to just make a map of them.
yeah, I know there's a couple in Portland, there's one in Vancouver, there's a really big one in Vancouver. That's just right over the bridge.
Sounds like a road trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, my son and daughter-in-law are up there, and I actually thought about making him go over to Hobby Lobby, sending him some money, like PayPaling him some money, but my daughter-in-law would. She loves Hobby Lobby, but she'd be in there all day. So,
Oh yeah. No, I go in the store, get what I need, and out the door.
oh, that's what I did. I made just a beeline right for the back of the store to the hobby section.
Yeah, the best part is that like I just went in there just to see because I knew that they had like coin supplies, but like I didn't know like what exactly that meant in terms of what they actually had. And then like I started like I just wandered around because I'm like, I'm checking out where stuff is, what kind of stuff that they carry. So I find my way back to the models and I'm looking for a particular model that I can't find because it's a vintage model. I'm looking for the
Like car?
like
Car, you mean?
no, it's an aircraft carrier.
Oh, nice.
Just
And
make
it's
parts.
if I could find a model, but I can't find a model for that either. Like,
Hey,
God.
I have a friend on here who his name's on YouTube, it's Stunt Hanger.
Okay.
He builds the big, huge like airplanes, like model airplanes that you like actually fly and stuff like that. He goes like all over doing this stuff. He's got a big channel. I could ask him if you want to send me the information. I could ask him if he knows where to get that stuff.
The USS Coral Sea.
Okay, well, you still have to send it to me because in 2 minutes I won't remember.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the purpose of that is in September is my stepdad's birthday, and I had this awesome idea that if I can find a model, I'll build a model, because he served on the Coral Sea in the 70s.
Oh, nice.
So I found some places that I can get some custom shirts done with the CD43 Coral Sea on it. Just as a throwback, for when he served on the ship, because it was decommissioned and scrapped, so it doesn't even exist anymore.
Nice.
So I thought that would be something cool for his birthday.
My dad was on the, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Same thing though. Well, he was in the Korean War, I think. But he was on an aircraft carrier too. And then first he was on some other smaller ship, and he got terribly seasick. So they put him on an aircraft carrier, thinking that was going to make him miraculously better.
Oh.
And
Ish.
he ended up like dry, like I don't know what they call it, dry dock or whatever. He ended up in the medical unit for the rest of his like Navy career. He got like medically retired out because he couldn't do it.
Medically discharged, yeah.
Medically discharged, yeah. So let's see. Let's see. USS Coral Sea model carrier image results.
And it was a vintage kit.
Old model kits
made by Revell.
Yeah, I see it right here.
I can't find a one that I can actually buy.
That one's been sold.
Went through like 5 pages of search results, and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, there's a bunch on this www.oldmodelkits.com.
Yeah, but it's just like the same result though, just repeated.
Yeah, it just says they're sold. Okay. eBay.
No, none on eBay.
None on eBay. Oh, here's one. No, that's the actual plane. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. There's a USS Coral Sea street sign for $11.98 on eBay.
Yeah, there's lots of different custom, associations that you can do. I found a bunch of challenge coins that I thought might be cool.
Yeah, the challenge coins are always cool.
So yeah, there was a lot of different options out there, but I just I don't know, something about having the model of the ship, especially when you just can't go visit it because it's scrapped. So that having a physical representation of it, I think would be really, really neat.
Absolutely.
That's the 3:00 ideas that I get.
Yeah, I gotcha.
In the morning. I'm like, hey, I got it.
This will be the perfect gift. Now to find it. It should be easy.
It doesn't exist. Nope. Oh, okay.
This should be easy.
Yeah, because I thought that if I could find even a 3D model of it, even if I had to buy the 3D model of it, and then print it, then I would do that.
Yeah, that would be cool too. Well, there's lots of pictures, but you might look like Google like those type of stores in your area or whatever, because you might be able to at least get a picture of one in person, and then I don't know. I'm just
there was a what's up, cousin Jeff? There was a model shop over on Lancaster, but I think the
Yeah.
last time that I was actually in it was probably 15 years ago. So I have no idea if it still exists. But I think I would have to. I would probably start calling around to those and see if they might have one in stock, or that they can track one down for me. Because obviously they're
Yeah,
gonna
order
have
one.
better contacts with the people in the industry than I would.
Well, here's an interesting
Going on, Jeff?
this is an interesting site that has like the instruction sheets on how to put it together in a PDF form.
Yeah, if I had the
You
model.
might be able to get like no, but wouldn't well, I guess you wouldn't have the size of the parts or anything on that. Well, now you've got me on a mission. I'm like,
Squirrel.
I have a box of pennies sitting here right next to me, and I'm
Squirrel.
squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a
I
mission too. I'm on my other computer searching.
Are you?
Yeah,
I know. It's a
um,
sickness.
Yeah, Coin Collector Ohio. If you want to come up, give me a second to unbury my mouse here. I'll kick you a link.
I wonder if the
What's going on, Dallas?
I wonder if the base exchange, if the Army Navy base exchange would have one.
I have no idea, but I spent about 6 hours looking for stuff.
I should call
So-
them. The Army Navy, the base exchange. Where would that? I don't know where the closest one is. Or if you have an Army Navy store near you.
I wouldn't even know.
Found one.
You found one for sale?
Yep. Sealed in the box.
Where?
Well, better question is how much?
$225.
$225? You could always buy it, measure it, and send it back.
Well, it's a 1974.
Yeah, it's vintage. Like, hey, Dallas, I sent you email with the link, sir.
Hey, CJ,
Yeah,
it's oldmodelkit.com.
but I don't want to spend $200, bro.
I know,
I
right?
understand
Come
that,
on, you think I'm made of money or something?
but don't say it can't be found.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, you probably should have been a little more specific.
Duly noted. Hey, 2019. I think that's my second 2019 nickel.
Yeah, I in fact, when I was 3 weeks ago, when I actually went through a couple boxes of nickels, I didn't get any 2019s. Okay, where's my invoice? I just got a Paraguay coin set with a 5-cent reverse double die, and it's a really nice double die. It's a Paraguay coin set. It's still sealed in the original cello, but the 5-cent reverse double die is really nice. $9. Got it for $9.
That's not bad.
I think it was on CoinOp sales. Where did I get it off of? Yeah, I couldn't believe nobody else was bidding on it. I'll send you a picture of it. Let's see.
So I've been working on this stamp for Novus, and I even tried I cannot get it to print correctly on my printer. I can't. And I've
Oh
tried
no.
every little thing that I can do, and it won't work. Period. So I was like, well, there's, maybe I'll try using a third-party service, with industrial printers. So I set it up, and they sent me an email back saying that they can't print it either. So the design is so fine that the printers won't even print the resolution.
Oh god.
So I sent him an email and I said, okay, so I've got this one that I could send you because this one, I don't know how I got it to work, but I got it to work. There's this one, or we can rework the design so that some of those elements can be printed. So
Is this for his channel pour?
yeah, it's like my never-ending project because I've been working on this for like about a month, like off and on. It's just it's almost maddening because I know what I want it to do, and I don't have the technology does not have the way to do it. So and that's fine because I can make it a little bit bigger and put some reinforcements on the inside to be able to print the overall design without drastically changing it, and be able to print the resolution that I need. But it's just
Okay, I just sent you a picture of it.
on what?
Messenger. Oops. Yes, I want to leave this page. What are you asking me for? So is it like his logo? Is that what it is, or?
Yeah. So it's basically exactly like this, only it's backwards, so that when you stamp it, it's just like a die. When you stamp it into clay or sand or whatever,
Right.
then you have the logo, correctly. So, but
Yeah.
so these little, I don't know if you guys can see this, these little parts right here. That's the issue.
Oh.
So these fine parts right here. So, I gave him some options. I'm like, I can send you this part right here, but like I'm concerned about some of this detail. But even the third party service can't print this. So what I can do is I can either take that out and make these leaves bigger, which I think would help the overall design.
Yeah.
Or I can put a solid ring all the way through, so that it instead of having these as individual pieces, that all of this becomes one element.
Yeah, I'd try it with the bigger leaves.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because it's going to be around.
Yep.
So, and that would probably, whoever polishes it up, would make it easier for them too to do that.
It's one of those things that takes, it takes time and like refining to do it, and it's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Eric, I'll send you a picture of that double die too that I got.
All right.
Let's see, where are you? There you are.
I'm still waiting for the picture.
Well, I sent it. It's on Messenger.
It says active now, and that's it.
Okay, well, let me hang on. Maybe it's because I left the page. Let me get back over there.
60.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even show it. How'd that happen? Maybe I didn't hit send. I do that a lot. There.
That will help.
I don't think I hit send to Eric's either.
Wait.
There. I didn't.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
That's nice, huh?
That's significant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still in the package and everything. the whole set. So I don't know anything about Paraguay coins, but when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'll take that for $9.
Yeah, and it just goes to prove that the processes that we talk about exist on all coinage, not just American coins, because it's how the coins are struck.
Yeah, that's a nice one, Paula.
Yeah, it's really nice.
6.
Especially still being in the cello.
I know. Yeah. So, and that was precisely why I wanted to get it, CJ, was, because a lot of people ask about that, does this only happen on US coins? And
it happens on all coinage. But it's more prevalent on the American coinage because you got to think about how much coinage that we put out every single year.
And Philadelphia Mint.
Like billions and billions. So yeah, I mean there's just going to be just a massive quantity more in the US market than other markets.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I was really excited. I was going to tell you when I went to Hobby Lobby, I picked up those nickel books with the crayons and stuff.
Yeah.
For the real young ones. Well, they had a bunch of the penny ones today. So I picked up a bunch of the penny ones. They didn't have them the other day.
Oh yeah, because they had 2 of each on the shelf, and so I just took them all.
Yeah, I picked up, I think 5 or 6 of the penny ones today, and I think I got 4 or 5 of the nickel ones the other day. So those are great. Yeah, I'm gonna send CFA a bunch of those, and
you can't, because that was my idea.
Well, that was why I picked them up. You just said it first. You can. I mean, I'm sure he's not gonna, say, "Oh, I don't need any more." But I'm gonna send some of the other stuff too, like the Whitman, the cardboard Morgan dollar holders, and the presidential holders. I picked up a bunch of those, and I don't use those, but I'll put some of those in because
I think it's gonna be funny when he gets the same stuff from multiple people.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm wondering, should I also send him some money for shipping because.
Well, but the thing is that on some of those, they might be able to go media mail instead of padded envelope or something. So
yeah, that's true, and that's probably how I'll send them to him. So
yeah, what you can do is that you can take one of those albums and then fill it with a bunch of coin, and then send it.
I am going to put some in them. I'm not going to fill them, but I am going to put some in them. Yes, Eric.
You got some questions on the chat. I don't.
Oh, I do.
I don't know the answers to.
I don't know how long the sale will be going on, Mike. I asked the gal today if they had any more in the back, and she said no. They put everything out on the shelf, but I didn't ask how long it'll be going on. I'm sure until it's gone. Because they just want to, obviously, I mean, I also picked up, they didn't have any more of the hardback red books, the 2019, but they had the hardback blue book, which has this exact same information, just different pricing. And I never recommend anybody use the red book as a pricing guide anyway, but as an information guide, it's great. So, and that was also $4.50. So
that's a good question. What's the difference between the red and blue book?
The red book is
pricing, one's retail and one's wholesale.
Yeah, the blue book is basically what dealers will pay for those coins.
So they have the same information, just different pricing.
Yeah, just like buyer and seller information, pretty much.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, there he is.
What's going on, Dallas?
Yeah, I had to go to I just went to the bank real quick and get some pennies. I'm like,
hey, Dallas, I was looking at some pictures of you. You're a big old redheaded boy, aren't you?
Exactly.
Oh, are you a ginger?
I was like, he's so cute. He's a ginger, but he's
She
huge.
changed her name to Ginger in Ohio instead of Japan.
Ginger, right? I haven't seen Ginger in Japan around.
Oh, yeah, that's because he's on. He was supposed to be on a call-in. I mean,
I just found out not too long ago that it's a he. I thought it was her. I thought it was a girl and her
Whoa.
name was Ginger.
Look at the ender right there. You can't really see it. Nice ender. I don't know. Let's see here. I got some just bankrolled. I got some that people rolled by themselves. I don't know. Hard telling what I'll find inside this.
Oh, you got some hand rolled stuff?
Yeah, I got some hand ones, and I told her, I said, can you mix match them? And she goes, yeah, you can go ahead. And I said, oh, all right.
Nice. If you got
I would rather have them bankrolled, but I mean, I've been having some good luck with the ones that people roll. So, well, I mean, I'll let you know what I'll find here.
So when I was down in California, my aunt got a box of quarters, and she banks with Bank of America. And first they asked if she had a business account. Yes, she does. So they gave them to her, but we had to hand wrap, re-roll them. And they said, make sure they're accurate because we give these to our, to retailers.
Exactly.
So they just take the coin right from the customers and give them, they don't even send them back to anywhere. They just give them right to their customers, their business customers. But she still unwrapped them, like half of the box, to make sure that we counted right. And I was like, well, this is stupid.
You know what? If Walmart gets some hand wrap rolls that are missing 2 or 3 cents, I'm not going to be disappointed.
You know, see, that's the thing. If you roll your own coins and you go to the bank and say, hey, this is how much I got, well, if you do the quarter ones and you miss probably about 75 cents, you know what I mean? Like, you're making money off something that you're just rolling on your own and going to the bank.
Well, here's the thing, though. My aunt had a cup full of like pocket change that she had sitting there because I said I need some in case I find anything. I need to replace them. I replaced 1 quarter. I found one 2019. I think it was a Denver, and I kept it out just so that she would have a reference of what to look for as far as the design, you know, for W quarters. Exactly. And that was the only one I took out of all of those rolls. All the rest, and I replaced it with one of the quarters. All the rest were exactly what they gave us back. So, and she said that my aunt was short. So I don't know.
Actually, if you did see pictures of me on Facebook, I'm tall. Like I'm about 6'8".
Yeah, I heard you say that you were really tall and you had like skis for feet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Size 41.
No, 18.
Size 41.
God.
Your feet are as big as your waist.
Max, stop, please.
What's going on?
Got those clown shoes going on.
Wow.
Poor Ken. I felt bad for Ken. He was all excited to go to Hobby Lobby yesterday, and he went, and his store didn't have any sales.
Oh,
nothing was on sale. Trey went to one today, like 20 minutes from his house, and said that their stuff wasn't on sale either. Okay,
well, I got a question for you too then, because our Hobby Lobby does not sell that stuff, and I don't know why.
Are you positive? Because it's kind of tucked back away, like in the toy, like hobby, like model car area.
Well,
it's not
let me just tell you this. I made probably I bet you I walked about 15 miles inside that dang store.
Oh, that's easy to do.
Exactly. I can't find it.
With your feet, that's like, what, 4 steps?
He just slid through it.
Yeah, he just.
Well, I did talk.
Listen,
I
hey,
emailed them Hobby Lobby because their prices online weren't reflecting what the prices in the store were. They were on sale, but not like what they are in the store. So they emailed me back and they said that each individual store does their own pricing and has their own sales and stuff. So the corporation, the big guys or whatever, the people who run the online and stuff like that have nothing to do with how each store prices. And this was before Ken went to his store. So I wrote them back and I said, that's really interesting because I belong to a big coin community on Facebook and YouTube, and everybody from all over the country is getting the same exact sale prices at their stores. And then Ken goes to his store and his store is not on sale. So I felt like a complete idiot. Like, oh, please disregard my email.
For some reason, YouTube has been sending notifications out because he.
What?
And,
You're breaking up.
What was that?
You were breaking up. What'd you say?
I said I hopped inside his stream this morning, but I did not get no notification that he went live. So
Who?
I don't know. For Ken, Ken was live this morning.
He was?
3 o'clock this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, he was live like at 5:30 this morning.
Are you serious? I didn't get it either. Well, I was asleep, but it still would have been on my thing.
There was only 2 people inside his live stream because that's how he's getting notifications. I mean,
Oh yeah, something is screwed up with his stream or something then because
it's not just him though. It's me, Brian, and everybody. I mean, I don't
I
get
had to
why-
resubscribe to a bunch of people.
This
Yeah,
is
I don't know
crazy.
why that's happening. It's like every once in a while that happens, and I'll have to go through my whole sub list and make sure I unclick and re-click everybody's bells.
See, if you
Yeah,
have to
that's-
do that, that's not you. That is the YouTube system that's broken.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
you guys want to see a? Look what I just found. Hold on.
Huh. See, and I don't even have it up. I have his Friday Night Madness. Oh, there it is. Coinsomniac Theater. Oh, okay. Well, no wonder it was not even an hour long if you had
Hey,
everybody in there.
See, I just found this right here. It just shoot. That thing is damaged big time.
Garbage coin.
That, you know what? I think that those, when they have that kind of starbursty look or whatever around the rim like that, I think those are like garbage disposals.
Yeah, because I mean,
That are
the back's not even touched.
Yeah, I think that those are coins that get stuck in garbage disposals. I don't know.
So people are washing their coins.
I'm trying to
Well,
clean
not dish. No, and I that happens to me every. Oh my gosh, I had to take apart when I first started coin collecting. You guys know about my dishwasher, my whole dishwasher experience, where I ruined about 1,000 wheats putting them in my dishwasher. I have now 1,000 pink wheats. But I used to take all my, when I'd get a box of pennies from the bank when I first started doing that, I would unwrap them all and put them in a strainer and wash them in my sink.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
So I did get a few that went down into my garbage disposal. So I happen to know from experience what those kind of look like. But I did take my whole garbage disposal apart one time.
So if you take a coin and you put it underneath the sink
Mhm.
and get it wet and then tamp it dry, you clean the coin. Now, what if you pick
Yeah,
up
but that wasn't what I did. I poured Dawn dish soap on it. and like washed it around in the strainer. They were disgusting.
Oh, Paula.
I know. Well, here, let me tell you. The reason is
between
because I
Paula,
went
cleaning
on.
coins and Staples, like
I know. Stop.
Hey, we got
I went online. I went online and looked at how
Alright, I'm
to
back.
clean copper. And I knew nothing about coins. I knew nothing about collecting coins. So of course I have these dirty coins and I'm like, how do you clean these? So I Googled, how do you clean copper? And I did the dishwasher thing. I boiled water, put baking soda and vinegar, put them in that. I did all kinds of things they told me online how to clean copper. And then found out you're not supposed to clean your coins.
Hey, we got Joe Durbin in the chat. Mike Badger joined us.
Joe Durbin.
And Michael
I
Muller.
was classifying them. That's right, Frank.
Sir Gold just showed up.
I'm having some bad look inside these dang rolls already.
I haven't. It's been so long since I've found anything.
I only have one West Point quarter and one West Point penny. And that's it.
The only West Point quarters I have are from Mantic Coins.
I have. Let's see here. I got six.
did 2 boxes.
Okay, I got 6 Philadelphia.
Do you have
Lowell.
6?
Yeah, I got 6 Philadelphias. I got 2. No. I got 1 American Memorial Park mint marked S, and then I got 3 Denvers and 1 West Point.
Well, I had a bunch of Philly and Denver because I bought I bought a bag of Philly and a bag of Denver, $25 bags from the mint.
Yeah.
Before I found out that they weren't putting the W quarters in those. I wish now that I would have put a bunch of I wish I would have just kept them all actually. I could have put some sets together and given them away, but I did about 2 boxes of quarters and I just gave up because they just aren't around here.
Correct.
I think people on the West Coast now might be starting to see Lowell W quarters, but they're so beat up that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get a box of quarters on next month.
It is the same thing as the Great American Coin Hunt. Like how much did the West Coast actually put into it? And the answer is
What I just found, guys.
nearly nothing. Like the West Coast was not.
There was one coin dealer in Portland participating.
That was
And I think there might have been one. I think there might have been one in Seattle. I don't know about individuals. Like I put some stuff out there and stuff, but
this is a 2009 plane.
but I don't.
That is the professional life. The professional life is what I find the bulk of. So I end up, unless they're in really good condition, I throw them back.
Yeah, this one's in really good condition. I don't collect them, but
because I have
if you want it, CJ, I can send it to you. I won't charge you anything.
No.
I don't collect them.
There is.
This is this roll got tons of Canada. Jesus.
CJ,
I'm still waiting
your.
for Denver to make mistakes like they do in Philadelphia, so I get some Denver
Dallas.
goes.
I think I got enough.
CJ, I just sent you a couple pictures of my find of a lifetime. Tell me if I'm going to be rich.
Okay. So yeah, I've gone through the 2009s pretty heavy.
Hey CJ, you got a bootstrap?
I haven't even looked for one.
All right, I need one.
What's a bootstrap?
Oh, that's at least $300, Paula.
Right?
On
right?
the 2009 Lincoln sitting on the log, there's a die crack that comes up.
Oh, right.
It goes up through his boot.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about currency.
So I need a bootstrap
Yeah.
for my collection. I'm sure a bunch of people do.
Yeah.
Paula, did you see that Joe got the alien egg?
No, Joe Durbin did?
Yeah.
I love mine.
Alien egg.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
haven't
got-
seen my
It's
alien
from
from the
the
movie?
Perth Mint, and it has a
Oh, yeah.
silver round in it.
Yeah, from the movie Alien.
Is it a 5-ounce inside?
It's
or?
a 2 ounce. 2
2 ounce.
ounce. I love mine. I actually take it out and play with it every once in a while.
Melissa joined us. She's in the chat.
Hey, Melissa. What's shaking?
Hoover.
I heard her talking about me the other. I heard her talking about me the other night and how I discouraged her from posting any pictures because I made fun of her Jefferson Nickel with a mustache. I didn't know it was her. I didn't know it was her. Well, even if I had, I probably still would have made fun of it.
Hey, Melissa, you been to Hobby Lobby yet looking?
She needs to understand that she started a huge trend with that, though. I mean, SJ and Amanda and I wore mustaches for months.
Well, didn't you send Ken one?
I did. I sent him a whole bag of mustaches, and he sent them out with the big packs. I used to put them on. I used to put a mustache and Google eyes on every package I sent out. In fact, I think Mike, M.A. Lyman got one. I think, or maybe it was Hoogie or somebody got one. And yeah, so that was a big trend.
And I just
Lincoln
figured out
Penny
how to get rid of my collectibles.
Okay, well, the Lincoln Penny with the beard wasn't. Then it wasn't Melissa. If she's talking about a Lincoln Penny with the beard, the Jefferson Nickel with the mustache was on Robert Lawson the very first time he went live. He had someone in his chat that asked him 50 times, I have a Jefferson nickel that looks like Jefferson has a mustache. Have you seen this? Must have asked that question 50 times. And we were on SJ's stream later that night, and I said, I swear to God, if that woman would have asked one more time about the mustache, I was going to scream. And that started the whole mustache thing. So I thought that's what Melissa was talking about. But she said no, it wasn't on Facebook, Melissa. It was on Robert Lawson's very, very first time he went live. And you can probably go back and look at it in chat. It was either on his channel or on CoinUp. I'm not sure, but it was the very, very first. I would go back and watch it anyway just to see how funny he was. He was very nervous and awkward.
Every time
But
I'm
no,
in
that was
Walmart, and I go past, because I always go check out the toy aisle for the die-cast cars, and they always got this great big display of Play-Doh. And every time I walk by it, I start laughing because I think
You think
every
it
time.
can? I know. I had fun. I got him that
Mondo.
big bag of Play-Doh with letters and numbers, and he pulled out his bunny ears that I got him too the other night. He pulled those out.
That's what we ought to do. We ought to
What?
get 30 or 40 people together, and everybody send Ken a can of Play-Doh,
A can of Play-Doh.
and we'll arrange it so we ship on the same day.
Oh no!
Yes. What is with you guys? I've
Totally.
been getting Play-Doh for 3 days.
I know. It's a Play-Doh party.
I'm down.
I can imagine the rant he will have on his page about that.
And it would be totally worth
I
it.
think he ruined one of his dyes you sent him though, CJ, because he tried to demonstrate a grease-filled dye the other night, and I think he wrecked it.
Wrecked it how?
I don't know. He shoved stuff up in the devices and the
Can't
InQ's
get 'em
one. You can't get it out.
Ooh,
He's a knucklehead. Ken. He's a knucklehead.
look, I found the Wheatie.
Aren't you looking at
Yay!
A
I'm going through
1952.
pennies. I got a 1937.
Armando?
box.
That's Paula Bloom that you're listening to.
It's me. I don't have my face on because I'm sitting outside and I don't have any makeup on. Yeah, I'm just not presentable. What do you want? What do you say?
What's going on, Armando?
Mike Badger. Ken needs a Play-Doh bust of himself.
At least he said my voice sounded like a girl's. I get who's that dude all the time. Who's the dude? I do. I'll answer my phone and people say, "Hello, sir." What do you want?
No,
I would probably have fun with that.
I have had fun with it. You know me. Come on.
Do you know how many places I've been for your sorry ass?
That's right. I have had fun with it.
Guilt trips.
Hey, we could send everyone at Walmart saying they're carrying coin supplies now.
Oh gosh, right? Boy, that caught on real quick. Huh?
I avoid Walmart as much as I can. Coin Searcher 2. I found a 2019 Denver, and then just some of these other ones. Like I got a 51 Denver, a 57 Denver. I got a 46S and a 41 Denver so far. As far as what I'm looking at, I'm hoping to maybe get a Buffalo or a 2009 or some silver in this box. The last box I had had a 1945S. It just came across a 1940 plane. That's getting pretty old.
I haven't done nickels in a while. I usually wait to see what you're getting, CJ, before I start going out and getting nickel boxes.
Oh wow! Look at this one.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh, that's sharp.
Shiny.
Front and back.
Nice.
And the best part is that that's an 88.
Wow.
It's pretty darn
That's
sharp
tough to get.
that's for an 88.
Yeah, it is.
Because normally I get them and they're like, rolled
Shot
over
the hell.
backwards and ugly.
Yeah, there must have been a lot of nickel spending in the 80s.
Yeah, because they they got rode hard and put up wet.
Big time.
God.
Big time.
Well, and that's not to talk about just the dyes themselves, because the dyes were so worn out that the devices look like marshmallows.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of my 80s are rough. Although one thing I found interesting is, especially in my area, 1971 Philadelphia. Dude, I can't find those for the life of me. The only ones that I
Well,
find
we don't find a
are
lot of Philly
completely
coins in our area anyway,
jacked.
CJ.
Right, but still, it's like Denver is wrecked.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Lincoln on a log. Formative years. Let me check for a bootstrap.
And
If
fingers.
she finds one, I'm leaving the stream.
That's why I was looking. No, I didn't.
Yeah, if she comes across a bootstrap after I said something, I'm going to be very mad at you.
I have looked at most of my
Either.
my 2009 formatives for the Philly for the extra fingers, but I have not looked for a single bootstrap because
Yeah, I haven't either, and I need to go back through them.
Yeah.
I have some BU rolls of them that I've searched all of them for the extra finger, but I didn't look for the bootstrap.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those when they first came out, those LP1, LP2 sets.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of them. And I want to open them so bad to look for one, but and I'm taking them out of sealed rolls.
I think I might be. In fact, I think I might have got a couple rolls from Chuck the other night. I know I got a couple rolls of the. I want to say it was 2005. I'm not sure, with the purple
Dude,
heart.
Trey,
in the
you need
purple
to
hole.
slow down, bro. You need to slow down.
No, Trey's getting them and he's selling them on eBay for 3 times what he's paying.
Dude,
Yeah.
all day.
Yep. And that's why I'm going to hit the Hobby Lobbies up. So I'm going to keep probably two of each for my own thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to put the rest on eBay and get some PayPal money.
There you
See,
go.
I got like some serious like OCD because I'm like I have these books and I want to fill them. I want to put stuff
You know,
in 'em.
it's so funny that you said that. I put all my stuff on a shelf and I was like, man, I'm going to have a hard time getting rid of this stuff. Because it looks like I have my own store now. I kind of like it.
Oh, I'm going to be a Whitman distributor here pretty soon.
Like, okay, I can get rid of the 99-cent ones, but all the rest, even the ones with the crayons, I kind of like them.
Just keep them until you get a little older, then you'll have something to play with.
Right? I know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I said it. That was me.
You went there.
Well, that's only a couple more years away. My kids will be bringing them to me in the nursing home. Here, Mom. Here, and here's a couple pennies. You can put them in there and
Do you
color.
remember these?
Remember these, Mom? Oh my gosh. I hope I'm dead before then.
Oh yeah. There ain't a doubt in my world I'm not going to be a burden on anybody.
No. I'll live. I'd be comfortable living to 100 as long as my mind is sharp and I'm not wetting myself. But I'm real close to the wetting myself part, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
Thanks for dropping in, Armando.
Yeah, that was TMI.
Have a good
I know.
day, man.
Well, Bill had me almost there. Bill 457 this morning. I gotta say, when he said that about, excuse me, I meant to throw up. I about lost it.
I think I tinkled a little bit.
Seriously, like, oops.
Going
It
around
happened.
gold.
This box is not Not performing well
Sorry,
today.
Armando. Armando said he liked me until then. Sorry. I have no filter.
Nope. Yeah. No. When you're prior military, you don't have a filter.
Exactly. I'm better than I used to be. Because every other word isn't the F bomb now. That was a hard habit to break.
That was a weird rule.
Yeah, when you get out of the military, we got to learn the English language all over again.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yep.
And forget about writing a paper for college in military terms.
Yeah, FU is not a term of endearment in the civilian world.
Yeah, the F word is not a greeting.
No, it is not.
Hey, there we go.
What?
2014 DDR.
DDR? Yeah.
What?
How many have you got of those now?
Well, I got 2 just in the last box. So
Let me see it.
And the value just dropped.
See this right here?
Okay.
So the thing is that there's a bunch of them that there's like a single line across here. There's 2 lines that come down here. There's like 3 or 4 that either come all the way across or partial way across, and then there's another one that's right up here. But yep, right there.
Very nice.
So Chuck would say that's a class 9, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So and really it goes back to that when they are
conical
sinking the dies, is that the doubling is right there in the center of the coin.
Yeah, right at the conical shape.
Yep.
I mean, how do you explain that? It just it's a little off aligned at first, and then it just snaps into place and causes that. Yeah.
Okay, so I got one nice one and one DDR, and that's all I've gotten out of this box. Oh, hey, look at that! You see that one right there?
Michael Mullen said my mom said she was going to be home at 4. Where is she? I want to go to Hobby Lobby. Oh, you got another one?
We got Buffalo.
Oh, you got a Buffalo. Is it dated?
Oh, slicked.
Oh, what does the back look like?
Boo.
Type 1 or type 2?
Yeah, slicked.
Slicked.
Hey, it's still a Buffalo.
See if I can.
I got one that was like mirror. It was so polished. I kept it. It was so polished. Somebody had polished it to where it would look like a mirror.
Well, at least I got a Buffalo out of this. Let's see if I get a mint mark.
Yeah.
That'd be negative. Got no horn, no doubling, no mint mark, no date. Yeah. Still Buffalo.
It's
Yeah.
still a Buffalo.
Okay, so this box hasn't completely failed me yet.
Hi, Amanda.
If anybody comes across one of those V nickels, the Liberty nickels, and it's a 1913 S, I'll be a buyer at that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You still stuck on that 13, huh?
Oh yeah.
Did they have that at the coin show, Eric?
No, there's only 4 known to exist.
Yeah, I know. Who was it that it
5.
was? Huh?
There's 5.
It was Hoosier Hillbilly, I think, that at the coin show he went to, they had one on display.
Yeah, I think the Smithsonian has one. And the other ones are what I understand, are in private collectors' hands.
Private hands.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, if you ever found one, you'll be able to buy an island with it.
Yeah.
I just want a little beach house.
I want to get my Dremel out and make a whole bunch of them.
I dare ya.
This week on Blues coins, counterfeiting 1913 V nickels.
Sir Gold said he's got some OBW rolls of pennies if you're interested, CJ.
What dates? 52's wore out. Okay, so that's the piece reverse. So 2004. OBW stands for original bank wrapped. I'd like to find a high D on a 75 nickel. That would be a good find.
Yeah.
I've seen one and they are legit.
I think
Like,
Ravenhawk found one.
Yeah, he's got one. It's just one of those that, you know, that if you didn't really know anything about the 75 high D and you came across it, you wouldn't put it across as anything other than just another nickel.
Yeah, isn't there a really low D too on that?
They're kind of all over the place, but the one that takes the cake is the high D. So much that
Yeah,
at the time, like one of the
someone was offering a reward for one or something.
I thought it was Bowers.
Something like that, yeah. But I think when I was reading the article on that, I think that I read something about that there's one that's like really low too. I mean, I know they can be all over the place, hand punched and all, but maybe not. I might have dreamt it. That happens too. I make stuff up.
I'm on the last 6 rolls. Let's see what we got.
You've been through that box already.
Dude, I kill boxes.
Yeah, nickels are pretty easy to go through.
Yeah, because basically anything past like 65 to 2003, there's nothing.
Mm-mm.
So and that is a chunk in the box.
Yeah, I used to look for RPMs a lot, but the wear on those and the deterioration is so great that
Notoriously hard.
yeah, really hard. So there's only a few dates that I'll set aside to look at.
Although I have found some really, really great ones like the 54D over to S.
Mm-hmm.
And I found one of those. Those are neat.
Yeah. There's, like I said, there's only just a few dates that I'll actually set aside and look at. Other than that, I just kind of skim through them, look at the obverse and reverse, look for rotations, and cuds and things like that. But
I just saved Melissa 10 minutes. I don't know how.
I'll see if there's.
How did I save you 10 minutes, Melissa?
I think it was the dates from 63 to 2003. That was nothing.
Yeah, it's just like there's just nothing there. There's not, there's not really any known listings for double dies. There's nothing, like the RPMs disappear, and there's just nothing there.
Yeah, probably the only thing you could search for would be for class marks.
But still, it's, class marks are easy enough to find, and it's just, I got a Canada here, 2001. It's a newer one. But I don't know. It's just, it's a weaker strike. 2017, 11, 93, 2004, 2018, Philadelphia.
Ooh, it's starting to get warm out here now.
$70D, 63D, 59, and 63 proof. Do I need any of those dates?
You got proof?
No, I'm reading Sir Gold's message. So he's got BU rolls of 1970D, 63D, and then BU rolls of 59 and 63 proof. Trying to think of
63D. 63D has nice DDO and RPM, some RPM, well, a lot of RPMs, but has a nice DDO. I don't know if the 63 proof, 63 proof has a DDO.
I'm trying to think of if I need anything in
for your book,
and like OBW or anything for my books or anything. Because I know I have an issue with 70 plain. As far as BU.
70? I think
Yeah.
I think I got an OBW roll of those.
Do you have that?
let's see, is it done proofs? Yeah, there's some DDOs on the proofs. Nice ones.
It's a 70S roll.
I'll have to check and see what I have, CJ. I might have some. Have to check and see.
You can't be putting dates of OBW rolls in the chat because I'm an OBW roll collector and I'm getting excited.
There you go.
All right, no numbers in the chat. No numbers in the chat.
You can put numbers in the chat. I don't care. Numbers. Give me more numbers.
Numbers. Give me numbers.
I'm a sucker for OBW rolls.
I am too.
When I go to the coin shows, I ask every table. Because a lot of
I need a 70 plain. I need like a handful of those to put in books.
I'll look and see what I've got. I haven't looked at I've got boxes of BU rolls. I'll have to look through and see what I've got. That's all you need is just a 70 Philly?
So I love this shelf. It's right here exactly where I need it. So in
Chargers.
my Dansco for my nice stuff, I don't have a 70. And I checked all my stuff and I don't have a 70 plane to put in there.
Okay, I'll have to check. Do you have a small date?
Weird. No, I don't have a small date.
I'll just check and see what I have. Well, I don't have a small date. I don't know why I asked you that because I don't have. I mean, I have one in my Dansco, but it's kind of beat up. I found it coin roll hunting.
Yeah, we know.
I know. But I know that's right.
We know.
I know, but it's there. At least it's not empty hole. But Shumar said that he had a bunch of small dates. I think he said he got a roll of them, BU, but he can't find them. So if he ever comes across them, maybe I'll get one in my.
Because what I've done for years, and in the last few years, is that I go through and I keep like basically the BU stuff that I pull out of circulation.
Yeah.
I have. Here's my 60s.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
I've got piles of 60s. So I go through and I build books out of this stuff, out of what I've pulled out. So I have really good AU style examples for books that I put together. But
Yeah.
just the set that for whatever reason that 70 plane just
Well,
evades me.
because we don't get, we just don't get a lot of film.
Oh, hey! I'll be danged.
What? Did you find one?
Proof.
Oh, a proof. I thought, I was like, did you seriously just find a 70 Philly?
85S. Yep.
Nice.
Proof. All day long.
Nice.
So if you guys ever look for Jefferson Nichols and you find this is what a circulation coin looks like. This is what a proof looks like in circulation.
Very nice.
I'll take that.
Heck yeah.
I'll take that all day long.
Impaired or not, it's still a proof. I love finding proofs in circulation. I don't care what denomination it is. I love finding them.
I think it'll clean up pretty nicely. You can still tell that that's proof all day long. I mean,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's frosty.
Put a hat on it. It's
Heck
alive.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's cameo. You're funny, Blues.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy. I kind of like you. Where's my...
Hey, thinking of funny guy, did you hear about the mushroom that walked into the bar?
Oh, God.
Do I
No.
even want to know?
So he walks into a bar and sits down at the counter and he orders a drink. And the guy,
Hey, you're a fun guy.
One guy. Oh, you ruined it. Look at Blues. I'll drive to his house. I will drive to his house and slap him for you.
I was processing in my head. I was like, oh, wait, I got it. I'm sorry. Continue, sir.
I'm not a mushroom, I'm a fun guy. It kind of loses its whole meaning all of a sudden.
That's still good, though.
Mike Badger said that Mike Badger said he might have, I think he's talking about the 70 and 70s small date. He said, TJ. So
It says that he's got 3 rolls of
There you go.
BU 70S, and I need the 70 though. Well, and-
right. But
yeah.
he said I should have that, and I may have a small date too. That was
Well,
after
if
he
you
said
got,
he was a 3-year-old.
If you got extras, we can work out a deal for stuff. I'm down for that if I can, complete books.
He's got a nice proof nickel he'll send you.
Yeah, proof nickels, silver. What do you want?
The one of the things I did, CJ, is I got a whole bunch of those the mint sets from the 70s,
I was actually thinking about that.
and I broke them open for book fillers.
I had thought about that as well.
Because I just looked, and because I had a couple sets of the 70s, and I've already broke the nickels out for my books.
It's actually a very economical option.
Right.
It's very economical because you could pick up those sets for $3.50 to $4,
Mhm. Yep.
and then you're getting a good quality coin. And if you're doing pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, you're getting 4 nice coins for books for nothing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
All
I'm
right.
on the lookout for mint sets.
That's the end of that box.
He went through that whole box, and I've done like 3 rolls of pennies.
I did 3.
Well, it takes me it takes me on average about for pennies about 2 to 2.5 hours to kill a box of pennies.
Yeah.
Only because when I and I think I've talked about this before, but when I first started, I had basically the boxes, the bank boxes, and I had the years, the decades. So like one would be 50s, one would be 60s, one would be 70s, and I just filled up the box. And then after I filled up the box, I took the box and then I stacked them out in each year in that decade. And then I went through every single year and separated out the mint marks. And then I would look at every single listing for every single mint mark. And then whatever I didn't keep or didn't find anything would go back in a box. So I had at one point probably about 5 boxes worth just on my desk because I was just putting them in there and filling them up. So, going through that through a period of 60 boxes or whatever, then
Yeah.
now all of that information generally is in my head, and that way I could just go through coins and I'm not thinking about it, because I know if I hit a certain date it's gonna click over on something and be like, okay, I need to look for for this on here, I need to look for an RPM, I need to look for whatever.
Yeah. I used to use the red cups. I had like all the decades. I would separate them in decades, and then I would go through, like you said, each decade I would separate the mint marks. Then I would go through and look at my listings of what to look for on what date and what mint mark. Oh my gosh. Now there's certain dates I pick out. I look at every coin, just look over every coin. But, if the coin's not nice, unless it's like like a 92 or one of those, it goes, I don't even look at it. It goes right back. I'm so afraid I'm going to find like how Amanda found that 95 double die DD001, and it was all zinc rotted out and everything. I'm so afraid I'm going to find something like that. So I have certain dates, the more valuable varieties and stuff that I look at, and the rest just go back. Just takes too long. But I do look at I do flip every coin and look at every single one. But as far as like scoping it or looping it, just the more valuable varieties.
Trying to see if there's anything more on this DDR, and it doesn't look like it. So
will you take a picture? Will you take a picture of that and send it to me?
It's another unlisted.
Oh, is it?
Because it's close to well, either that or it's a later stage on number 12. Because the top bar is more in the middle and doesn't go all the way to the right side of the doorway, and there's not a second piece, so it could possibly be that, but otherwise it's another freaking unlisted.
So is it just that it's too minor that they're just not listing those, or is it that nobody has found them? Because I know Chuck has certain criteria.
Right. So like specifically like on number 2, let's see if I can show this. On like number 2, like that's how minor that one is that it's just that little spot right there. So the one that I
Uh-huh.
have, and then like number 6 is just this little piece right over here. So, and mine is, let's see, where's number 12? So mine,
Is
if you
that
got
is
rid
that
of,
is that Variety Vista?
yeah.
So Wiles will post the minor ones then.
So it's close to number 12, only mine doesn't go all the way to the side of the doorway, and it's only this top bar. It's not, it doesn't
Ah.
have anything of this. So
Huh.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
So, but that's that's 2 unlisted DDRs, and I'm pretty sure that I have more.
Oh, I feel your pain, Sir Gold. I feel your pain. Oh, bye, Bill 457. Thanks for the laughs this morning. You almost made me pee my pants.
Nice.
He didn't even know I was in there. I popped in and was just listening to him, and he threw a bottle of whatever he was drinking. He's like, I love doing that. You know, he just threw it, and he finished it and threw it, and then he burped and said, "Excuse me, I meant to throw up." So funny.
So that's
I gotta remember that.
5.
Oh, he's so funny. I never realized he was so funny.
This is an unlisted DDR. So where is?
We got about an hour before Mantic comes on.
Are they coming on today? I thought they said they weren't doing Saturdays anymore.
I might have missed something.
Well, they're not doing. They might be doing it today, but they're not going to be doing their typical coin roll hunting anymore. They're not doing Mondays and Wednesdays anymore. And Shay's going to do his auction every other Sundays.
Paula.
Yes. There you go.
These are 2
that's
more.
cool.
So I have, just on my desk, I have 4 unlisted DDRs for the
I like that
2014.
you diagram that. That's very cool.
Well, that's how I know that if I come across something later, that's what it is, versus having to pull it out.
Gosh, you know, where would you send those? Because Wexler, I don't even know what's going on with him. He is like 6 months out, at least.
Last thing I heard, that he was having a lot of health issues. So
yeah, I know that.
And I think I was having a conversation with somebody, and like, just to think about, you know, these people, you know, in the coin community, like, what happens if Wexler leaves, right?
Mhm.
Who is somebody gonna pick up the Wexler site? Is it gonna go away?
He's doing it all by himself. Do you think he does that all by himself? Or do you think he has attributors?
He probably got the staff.
Like
No.
like Tim Ratchen has a staff.
It's funny. I mentioned Mantic and poof, he showed up in chat.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
What's
okay.
up, Mantic?
And Mike Badger said that today's the last Mantic hunt.
So, like, so one of the things that I was thinking about is that, like, on some of these references, you know, that we look at, like Variety Vista and like all those, like, who's gonna pick those up, or are they just gonna go away?
Well, Shay and I don't know. Are you working on the SANS database too, or is it just Shay and Ken?
I haven't. I could, because one of the things that I was thinking about is I was thinking about trying to pick up the Eisenhower database, because like the Ike group is about 2.5 years old.
Right.
I mean, and that's just posts on their forum. That's how old it is. So the references, I think, are almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so, and if something like that just goes away, like it just shuts down because, you know, there's nobody left behind the scenes, like, we lose any, you know, all references to the Eisenhower dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you know, that would be like if we just completely lost all the references for the 2-cent pieces.
Yeah.
We would have to learn them all over again.
So what? So somebody's going to have to, you know, I mean, what do? Do you get published? Do you,
So yeah, so the conversation that I was having is, well, number one, if you feel like that you would be, dang it, that you would be one to pick up a torch. The other thing is you would have to become one of the people that are known to be accurate attributors, to be accurate, to be known as those people that can look at dive varieties and determine those things instead of just another collector.
And
like
that
you would have to have that trust,
and someone that wants to take that on,
right? Because it's not just kick it on the weekend, do whatever. It is going to be a 7 days a week, like full-time job. Like that's so. I don't know.
Yeah.
And really
it's kind of scary when you think of it.
It kind of scares me because one of these, if Wexler or Wiles, if they just drop off, dude, we got nothing.
Yeah.
Like we have books, but that's where it stops.
Has anybody written them and asked them their opinion on it?
I haven't. But it's one of those things that like, and that's where I feel like that there is a lot of references that I feel like it needs to be either digitized or updated, because a lot of these books that we are dealing with are 50 years old, 40 years old, and that's the newest version.
Yeah.
It's like, what happens when, these publishers, these, the Wexlers, the Kevin Flynn's, the Larry Steves, when these people don't, aren't writing these books anymore, like what's going to happen? What's going to happen with those references?
So who does PCGS and the other grading companies use to attribute coins that are sent to them? Who do they use?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know that they will take.
They're not sending them out to Wexler.
They will take the paperwork,
but they also will attribute. If you put on the paperwork that you think your coin has this specific variety, they will verify.
I meant for new attribution.
Oh, new discoveries, right? Yeah, but I'm saying, who are they using to do that? Because, and why aren't those people, putting these websites out and things like that?
Well, because those people can be just like you and I, because
they just look through the references.
If they have the references, then it can be anybody that can, because they're just verifying, the double die, the whatever, and die markers, and to verify the listed attribution. What I'm concerned about is because I have a 72S Silver Ike, and it is very clearly a DDO, like very clear, but there's no listings for it. I'm like, how is that even possible that there's no listings for this DDO? It's clear as day. And like, I know it can't be a new discovery, because that's not how my life works.
Well, it may not be. I mean, I think it just means that nobody has. It doesn't mean nobody's ever found it before. It just means that either they found it and couldn't find it to attribute it, so they thought, well, it must not be one, or like you, they just are sitting on it, waiting for it to be listed somewhere.
Yeah, that's and that goes back to one of those things that like, who would you send these
Yeah.
coins to be attributed? Who is somebody who is trusted in the coin community world to be able to have you know a full-time attribution listings for for these other coins, like and be able to take a a document and say, I have checked everything against my master listings, and I can't find anything, so I'm attributing this as DDO number 14 or whatever. And then being able to take that paperwork and send it into PCGS or NGC or Annex or whoever anybody wants to use, and they take that document as being a trusted attributor, and then put discovery piece on the holder.
Yeah. Well, maybe Wexler will sell his site. Maybe he will, he already has someone in line to take it over for him. I think he's got too much time and too many years invested in it to just let it drop off if something happens to him.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy. He's probably got a plan in place.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a plan in place, But I do agree that there needs somebody. I think people need to start, kind of stepping up, and I wouldn't know the first thing about how these people get these things started, or even, there's no accreditation, nothing like that. And we talked about that the other night, it's unfortunate. I would love to see that, some type of accreditation you could get, some type of courses you could take, and like a master's degree or something.
But, well, I think some of it would probably start from being involved with the ANA, because really that is going to be a base of a base of the knowledge for for coins, for attributions, the American Numismatics Association.
Right.
That if
I agree.
A member there and have that as a base. But I 100% agree with you, is if that was in place and that was a thing, what is the next step beyond that to become,
right?
Is there an application process? Like,
right. Exactly. That's exactly the words I was looking for. Yeah. It's not something, there's no publications out there to look up to find out how to do any of this stuff or anything. Do you just start one up? I mean, post some pictures, start your own site up. I don't know.
You could. Some of our colleagues already do. Shumar and Ken, they already have their own attribution, piece. But again, I think that's just it's confirming, the attribution, not necessarily, having the new discovery, but that would be a step in the process. But how you get from from that to being from being known, hey, you need to check out Shay's Shay's master list, or Shay's halfdollars.com or something like that, where everybody knows that they need to go to that website to reference any $half varieties, like that kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's that I think that's gonna take some research. to
That was
find out.
sure would be interesting.
It would be very, yeah, absolutely. Because you're 100% correct. I mean, it is a scary thing to think. Gosh, is there like not going to be anybody around?
Well, and think how much is out there just in book form, and
Yeah.
And that is not digitized. Like what's going to happen when, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. Yep. Well, get on it, CJ. CJ's go look up CJ's CJ-001. CJ's CJDDO001.
Hey, Coin Paradise, thanks for dropping in.
Just
from Europe.
put your own attribution on it.
Well, and that's the thing is that like, nope. If I was going to take over, say half dollars, right? The number one thing that I would do is I would get the most recent book and basically start importing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get, because I wouldn't want to sit there and create a whole new naming convention with something that already exists. I would definitely try to keep the same, naming conventions or whatever that already exist for whatever coin, because trying to create something new, it is just another reference that has to be referenced, and I'm like, that's too much work. When you have the Variety Vista numbers referenced with the Wexler numbers referenced with the FS, the 5 Stanton numbers, and it's like there doesn't need to be any more numbers. Like it's just have, just use what's existing there. And if I can take that and then get a hold of coins and start taking pictures and be able to kind of fill in the gaps, and then once I'm up to date basically with the digitized version of the books, then is where I would start the next step of, okay, now we're here. Now let's start looking through other coins and start attributing the new ones.
Yeah.
But that's not that's not an overnight deal. Like that's
years. Years.
Yeah, that's a couple of years at least to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
To put something like that together. I mean,
yeah, I'm surprised that, like that Tim Rathjen and his crew haven't come up with their own attribution service, or I mean, I know
with what they are doing, would they really have time for that?
Well, no, not at this point. He's got a very small staff, and you would be surprised. He probably does 70-80% of his own work. It's very hard. He's that type of person. It's very hard for him to let things go. He has to have his hands on everything and be in the mix. But it's not impossible. It would just be a matter of hiring the staff, to do it.
Yeah.
Getting the knowledgeable, getting the knowledge base and the people in, even if he sourced it out.
Well, but then we go back to, who do you source that out to?
Well, there are lots of people that I'm sure would be up to the task. You pay them enough, and there's plenty of people that would be up to the task.
And it's those level of people that I think a lot of it just may have to do with proximity.
That's exactly what it is.
Being in proximity to the big coin shows, being in proximity to these known figureheads in the coin community, so that people can learn from them, and it's less of a step up and just more of a step over, like a sidestep to start, just take up the torch and start a new, like a fresh branch of whatever, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it makes
it's just one of those things that, yeah, we can have all these books and all these these giant books that cost $100, but how long are those books actually going to last? How long, how many times are those books actually revised?
Yeah.
Like, not very often.
Well, a lot of there's not with the way the coins are minted now, you're not going to see the big double dies like in the past and things like that. We no longer see repunchment marks. I think a lot of it is the majority of the coins now that are going to be found are going to be error coins. So as far as updating things, how much is there going to be to update? Like those DDRs that you found, they're minor DDRs, and how many major DDRs or DDOs are we even going to find from now on?
That's true, but what about coins that still exist? It's like
that still exist that haven't
the Indian
found,
heads,
right? And that happens all the time. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
There's a lot of those references that have not been updated in a long time, and there could be new discoveries. Imagine finding a new discovery on an 1857 Flying Eagle.
Yeah,
that hasn't been found yet.
And that's in all likelihood probable that that's going to happen. But a lot of these older coins like that are in collections, in safes. They don't belong to error and variety collectors, so they may never be found.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a limitation on that. So I don't think that it's something that a lot of people are even actively going after, because they're, even though there's varieties out there that have not been found, I don't think there's thousands of them. You know what I mean? I'm not sure there's enough that people are going, we really need to get on this. And
I think that there should be another Wexler,
a new attribution,
for the sake of that, to have, to carry on the whatever and update what's not already being currently updated. So,
or even an unlisted variety site, or new listing, something like that. Yeah. Where it could play off of what's already there. Well, go on, get on it, CJ. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Right?
We're just gonna all sit around and wait for you to do it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, because I got
right, Eric. Be like, let us know when that's up.
I would feel that I clearly do not have the knowledge base to do anything like that.
You have yes, you do. As far as and what you don't know, you know who to go to find it. And you are part of the young crowd.
Okay.
You are. You're part of the young crowd. You are at the age right now that's a perfect age to get the ball rolling on this. And you know people, you see people every day on Facebook that, are super, super knowledgeable about errors and varieties that have lives unlike us. So their whole life doesn't revolve around it, but would be happy to help you, I'm sure. I'm not saying you don't have a life, because I know you do, CJ.
I don't have a life.
I was just including you in that to make myself feel better.
I threw it away.
You threw it away.
I passed it. I'm like, next.
No, you have a young son. You still have a life. You just don't realize it. But you have a very large connection base out there of people that you can use to give you assistance and stuff like that. Hey, is this what I think it is? And I think us as the type of people we are, tend to second guess ourselves and make things more difficult than they need to be.
That never happens.
Never. Overthink.
Yep,
You know?
never happens.
Make
Impossible.
some calls, write some letters, make some calls. Find out, is there, write Wexler a letter. Instead of him getting a coin, I bet you he'd be thrilled that he gets a letter without a coin in it.
Or email.
Or an email. Yeah. Say, we all love everything that you've done for the coin community and everything else. And, we want to know how is this torch going to be passed? He loves this hobby as much as we do. So, write people. All you can do is write the letter and, sit and wait for a response.
Yeah.
So, I'd be happy to get some letters out.
I'm just I'm curious on what is going to be the next thing for our hobby that that changes it. A lot of us can't see anything like that in the future, but there will be something that significantly changes our hobby.
And the beauty of this hobby, CJ, is that it evolves all by itself. It evolves all by itself. We just go along with it, And it will. And there will be, with these young kids getting into it and technology and all of this, it's, it has no place to go but up, I guess. It's died out before and come back, and it's just kind of the nature of the beast with this hobby. But I see all the kids every day coming into this hobby. So, I'm too old to do anything about it. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. But seriously, I'm just going to watch what happens, keep an eye on the trends and just watch what happens. But I think it's going to be fun to watch it evolve and see what new toys come out and everything else, new resources. So, but get to writing some letters, get to writing some emails, find out what people have planned. James Wiles, Wexler, write these guys?
Because I haven't interacted at all with like I don't know the story behind Wiles other than he's associated with
Kaneka?
Variety. Yeah. Well, isn't he on Variety Vista?
Yeah. Isn't Variety Vista and Kaneka like linked somehow? I
I
thought they
don't know
were.
how many people just caught that when I just started laughing over here. Paula was mentioning that sending letters out to these people, and I just had a visual of Wexler's open up a box and there's Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Oh my gosh. With some of CJ's dyes. Oh my gosh. And I could send him a coloring book.
I just had that visual and I just thought, I
Gosh,
love
that's hysterical. You're so funny, Eric. I always know when something is going on in your head because you just start laughing out of nowhere.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah. I laugh at
what's he thinking about? Oh my gosh. Well, I will help you, CJ. If you want me to write any letters or anything, you let me know. I'll help you.
I wouldn't even
like
know where to
back and
start.
just
Is my
lend a
issue.
hand. You come up with the ideas. I just sit back and lend a hand. That's how I like to work.
You could always write it in crayon and maybe he'll think it come from a little child.
There you go.
Might get some
Hey, Eric, I need you to write some
3 coins out of it. So, on that note, I'm going to get off.
Yeah, you could have Eric do all the drawings.
I'm going to go outside and work on the lawnmowers for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to Mantix is coming on pretty soon. So, hey, you guys, thanks for having me on here. It was cool hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Paula, so fun. CJ, had a blast. Appreciate you.
You guys have a good day.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
See you tomorrow on the big show.
Yep.
Bye.
So 3. Everybody's jumping off. I'm gonna be on here for just a little bit longer if you guys want to hang out. I know in about 20 minutes, Mantix is coming on. So if you guys want to hang out and chat, then it's all good. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to attribute this this one nickel because I think I know which one it is, but I'm just having a hard time getting a good picture of it so that I can actually figure out which one. Oh, there it is. Okay, much better picture. So I can figure out which one it is. So, hey, Joe, if you're still here, I saw your list, man. That's a pretty good list. Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime. Yeah, absolutely can. Any time of the day, man. This is a. I think it's actually that one. I think this is number 7. This looks like number 7. Die crack. If this is the die crack yet. This does not have the die crack. Oh, it does have a die crack in there. So, so I think I've got it narrowed down. Die gouge under the P on Pluribus. Right there, I'm not seeing that. What's up, Mud SWAT? And I think that die crack is too far north. Let me check that under the loop. I think I'm going with a possibly a number 7 DDR. Mudswat, I just finished a box of nickels, and I found at least one DDR. I found a Buffalo that's all slicked out, and I found a Proof, 1985 Proof. So this is not number 7. So maybe number 10, but number 10 sits too low. Let's see. Nope, not that one. Yeah, number 10 sits too low. So this is either an early version of number 7 without the die markers, or it's an unlisted. So I'm going to say, yeah, no war nickels. I'm actually kind of surprised. I did get a war nickel out of my last box, and it turned out pretty good. It's this one right here, 1945 S. It's in pretty good shape, especially for the year. This is the one that I got out of the last box, so I was hoping for more of them in this box, but yeah, this box was kind of weak because I got the slicked out Buffalo, no mint mark, style. I did get a Canadian, which is in itself not exciting, and then I did get one of the I got this one right here. This is an unlisted DDR for the 14P. So I draw pictures on them so that I can see where the doubling is. So I'm just trying to attribute this other one. I think that it might be an early version, an earlier die state of number 8, because it has the correct doubling across the top. So the second one, I'm sorry, not 8, number 7. So this other one's going to be an early die state of number 7. So DDR number 7, and it's going to be an EDS, which is an early die state for this other one that I have. So I think it's actually kind of cool that I got 2 DDRs in boxes back to back. So that one's going to be a number 7, which gives me I'm not sure what you're referencing, Rhonda. I'll show you the for mud. Okay, this is the 2014P, and that is not machine doubling right in the middle. So there's one that is similar to this on the 2014, where it has this piece that goes all the way to the edge, and then another one that's somewhere down here. But it doesn't have that second piece. Pointed out an Indian head penny on a 1962. On a 1962 nickel, Rhonda? Oh, 1862. Pointed out an 1862 Indian head penny. Not sure. Still not sure what you're referencing. other than a 1862 Indian head. The Roadrunner, I think that it's possibly a later die state where that second bar is worn out. But one would think that if it was a later die state on that particular die, that especially right in the middle, where it's going to wear evenly, because when it hits, the metal flows outwards. So all of the wear patterns are going to be the same. Just the fact that it's a little bit south of, it closer to actually dead center, that it's going to, that space in that doorway is going to wear evenly. So if it was going to wipe out one of the doubling lines, then it would wipe out both. So that's why I just said, I don't know. So that's why I wrote, and with the one that's listed, with the two lines, is that this goes all the way to the edge of the doorway, and mine does not. It's just sitting in the middle. Partial MD with a raised device in the middle of a field. Last time I checked, that's not how machine doubling works. (2004) Jefferson's. I need to write that one as DDR number 7. So I have I have 2 number 3s. I've got a 7, and I've got an 8, and then I have 3 unlisteds. As far as what is listed on Vereda Vista currently. I have several different dates. You can see obverse and reverse of the Indian head on them. Not quite following what you're saying, Rhonda. It sounds like a clash that you would see details of the obverse and the reverse on one side, depending on how it clashed. But other than that, I am not sure what you're going for. So let me get. Let me find this one out. Okay, so this one comes from the right. This one comes from the right. So I'm looking for one that has a strong on the right side. It's kind of similar to that one. Yeah, that would be a leftover number 1. Yeah, it's a leftover number 1. That's a late die stage number 1. Or if you want to send me a picture, Rhonda, I can pull it up. This is going to be a late die stage DDR. DDR number 1. 001. Okay. So I have a 1, 3, 7, 8, and a couple of unlisted. So that's cool. Here we go. Okay, so that goes there. Canadians go down here. There we go. All right. So the possibility for clashes exist on any denominations. There is also, like, especially if they're significantly strong, and depending on which way the devices are listing, it could be a vice job, which basically somebody took 2 pennies and crushed them together, and that's going to show the obverse or the reverse on the obverse, or vice versa, and it's going to be strong. But the thing is that it's going to be backwards instead of being correct. If you have the coins in hand, you could go over to maddieclashes.com, and they have overlays of what a clash would look like. And if it doesn't match those overlays, then you don't have a clash. I've actually I've used the Mad Die Clashes, the overlays, the denominational overlays, as a really good, as a really good view to really see where you're gonna see lines, and especially like remnants, like in the Lincoln Memorial series. The easiest way to tell if you have a clash is going to be, what is it, Bay 4? Or is it going to be blurry? It's going to be Bay 4 on this side and Bay 8 on this side, because it's going to be the back of his neck is going to come down right on this side, and then on this side is going to be his chin. And then if you see any lines that go down through here, that's the top of his head. That will be a clash mark on the reverse of a Lincoln Memorial. On the obverse, you're gonna see bars usually right in here, or heavy polishing and bars right in here. Those are the bays from the reverse. For the Jefferson nickels, I'll just use this 2000 because so on the Jeffersons, a clash mark is going to be that you're going to see his head right down here, and then basically you're going to see a line that comes up right here and a line that comes up right here, and that is basically these parts right here that show up just north of the building here, because this building, it's in, you got to remember that the die face, this is an inset, like in-cuse design. So clash marks won't show up down here at all. They will only show up on the fields, because that is going to be what's going to hit first. So, and that's just, and then for buffalo nickels, you're gonna see, what is it? You're gonna see, come on. I believe it's right down here, and then on the reverse, you're gonna see it. Just get my stupid fingers out of the way. You're gonna see the Indian's chin right up in here for clash marks. So those are some quick ways to to identify clash marks on those denominations that are pretty easy to see. But if you go over to the Mad Die clashes, they're pretty easy to use. I've done some overlays on some Canadians for Uber Girl. Just finding pictures and doing the overlays. But if you have any way to send me pictures, you can send me pictures and I'll look at it and I'll tell you, what I can determine from it. Is it the coin that you have in hand? You have several dates with the same thing? If you have several dates with the exact same thing, then 95% of the possibilities is going to be post mint damage. Because if you have several different dates that have the same layout on it, the possibility of that happening is like 0. As far as something that would be a legitimate. Now, if you had, say, one or a number of coins from the same date that have the same design, that's a possibility, because if there's something that was in the striking chamber when it was striking those and it struck a bunch of those, and then yes, they would look all the same. But if you want to send me pictures and I'll look at it, because it should be pretty easy to tell. If you have close-ups like off of a USB scope, I'll take those too. If you got any pictures right now that that you can send me, I'll look at them today. Oh, bummer, Michael. It doesn't have to take a picture of the whole coin. If you get some some pictures around what you're describing, then I'm sure that we can figure out something. But do you already have pictures that you've taken? Yeah. Once you get pictures, then send them and we can take a look at it. So, for anybody else still in here, Mantix just came on. So I will drop a link for Mantix stream, so you guys can start heading over there. As I will be shutting this one down here shortly. So here's the link for Mantix that they just came on. So please head over there, and I'll be over there shortly. I'm just gonna hang out for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. So head over to Mantix, the stream. Yeah, they just started. I'm gonna step away for a minute and get some to drink. I'll come back, and then after a couple of minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. And so anybody that's left, please head over to Mantix stream. Link is in the chat, and I will see you guys there. Thanks for coming in, If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. And I will see you guys next time.